Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as we wrap up the title, today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me date night edition. So this is the look I came up with, and I'm going to go over my hair, or actually I'm going to go over my makeup. I'm not going to show you how I did my hair because all I did was straightened it and like put this to the back of my ears, but that's it. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. That always helps me out. Help me get to 27,000 subscribers. That would be awesome. So before we get into it and get started with the video, I wanted to give a quick shout out to Ana Luisa. They are sponsoring today's video. If you guys are not familiar with Ana Luisa, they make jewelry and it's super cute. It's what I have on today. So I have on these earrings, I have on this ring and my bracelet. So these earrings are the Paris earrings. They were $75. I have this ring that is the Chloe ring and it is $59, and I have the Alina bracelet which was $59. So if you guys know me, you guys know I am always rocking the gold jewelry. I always have my necklaces, my rings, and I actually have never had like a gold bracelet before. So when I saw it on the site, I was like, I absolutely need to have it because that is what I'm missing from my collection. Their products are just very classic and they will elevate all your outfits no matter what you're wearing. You can wear these with sweatpants, you can wear these on date nights, to weddings, anything like that, and it'll just elevate it to another level. Just even the ethics behind Ana Luisa as a brand is something I can stand behind and support 100%. Ana Luisa does not do any luxury markups, which is incredible because they are something very affordable. I know these pieces were like on the higher end, but their pieces actually start anywhere from like $39 and up. So please check out their website. Like, the pieces are tarnish free and long lasting. And also Ana Luisa as a brand uses the best noble metals. And I also do have a discount code that I will leave in the description down for you guys and somewhere on this screen as well if you want to use it at checkout. And now we can go ahead and jump into it. So I look a mess. Like, look at my hair, but I'm gonna be doing a get ready with me today. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my brows first, and I'm gonna use my Morphe brow pomade thing. And I have a new technique. I don't know if you guys can tell, like my eyebrows are kind of like plucked to the gods because I just was over how my eyebrows were looking and I just didn't like them anymore. So I just decided to kind of do the, I think it's called like the Spock eyebrow. So I decided to do that. And if you guys don't know what that is, it's basically like cutting the ends of your eyebrow off, or like shaving them off, and creating a straight brow effect, which is instead of having like an arch and then having it go down, it kind of goes straight. And I still don't think I get that effect even with my eyebrows cut off this much. So I'm gonna have to cut them down more because it's not giving me the actual effect that I like. I also started doing like a new brow technique, which is basically concealing the bottom of my brow first and then going in. It kind of just creates a nice shape before you actually, I'm gonna have to put my hair up because I look crazy. And it allows you to just do it a lot quicker. I don't know why, it's just like a nice guide. But as you can see, it's like super quick and I feel like it's a little more natural than how I was doing them. So I really like it. I just want to get a more straight brow effect, which I have to perfect. But I've been doing this for the past few weeks and it looks kind of good. I've been doing that and I just don't clean up the top anymore, which I also feel like makes it a little more natural. I don't have to fill in as much, just really the bottom, and then the top is kind of fine how it is. So, and then I'll use a brow gel to brush up, and this has been my new brow technique, guys. So that is that, and then I'm going to use this the same concealer to prime my eyes. You guys know that's my favorite. I guess this will be like a chit chat, maybe like kind of a chit chat, but because I don't want to sit here in silence and be super boring. So if you guys didn't notice, I haven't filmed in like 2 weeks because I'm always doing this. I know it seems like YouTube seems super easy to do, but it's like so much work, and sometimes I'm just like, oh my god, and I feel like uninspired, especially lately. Like I feel like makeup YouTube is like kind of repetitive, and I hate feeling that way. I used to love doing my makeup on camera like 2 years ago, and now I'm like, I feel like it's so repetitive, and I don't know, I want to switch up my content a little, but this is also what I like to do. But makeup is just, I feel like people aren't watching as much. This it's a set. So, and then I went to North Carolina and I stayed over there for a week, and I did a road trip from Texas, so it was like a 16-hour drive. So I went there for a week. I stayed in a cabin in Lake Lure, and then I went to Atlanta, where my brother lives, and we were there for that weekend. So it was like a total of 1 week, and then we had to drive back. So I'm gonna basically use my Artist Couture palette from Anastasia, which is an old AF palette. I'm gonna use Morocco on there, which is like a brick shade, and then for my lid I'm gonna use Pink Champagne. Nothing crazy because I don't like to do those extra looks, but this is really nice. So I'm gonna do this Morocco on my crease and keep talking to you guys. I was like the past 2 weeks just really traveling and safely doing so, because it was just me and my immediate family that got a cabin, and then we stayed with my brother at his apartment in Atlanta. So we were just like chilling, and we even drove there because we were with our puppy, and so we took pretty good measures to stay safe. I know it's still a pandemic, but we were kind of secluded in the lake. We weren't around anybody, and we just went to the lake there, and it was so empty, so that was pretty like to ourselves. And it was like a cabin in the woods, literally. We had like no neighbors. It's kind of creepy, but nobody was around us or anything. And then in Atlanta, we were just with my brother and his girlfriend and chilling over there. And this upcoming weekend, I'm actually going to South Florida for the weekend, and the reason for that is because I haven't said it on this channel, I don't think, but me and my boyfriend are moving back to South Florida, which, if you guys are not familiar with my channel, I am originally from like the Fort Lauderdale area, and we moved to Austin in 2018, and we've been living here since, and now we're moving back because we just want to. Okay, so I'm gonna take Pink Champagne now and just put this on my lid. It's like such a pretty pink champagne, literally it's true to its name. You can definitely spray your brush and it will have double the pigment as it does right now, but since I'm not trying to be extra and glittery or anything, I'm just gonna leave it as is because I think it's pretty on its own without dampening your brush. So I actually lost my eyeliner, so I'm gonna need to go find it. I will do my eyeliner and lashes off camera, and I will be back to do the rest. Alright guys, so I did my eyeliner and my lashes off camera. The eyeliner I used was the NYX matte eyeliner. As well, I've actually been using the ColourPop one because I couldn't find that one for the longest, and then I found it. And then lashes are the Ardell Double Up 216. These I've been using for like 5 years. Not the same pair, but I just repurchased these and they've been a fave for like 5 years, so love them. And I feel like they add to the look without overdoing it, which is what my eye shape really requires. So we're gonna move on to skin now, and I'm gonna use my Hydro Grip Primer by Milk Makeup and put that everywhere. I already did my skincare routine. So should be good. Okay, so I'm gonna use my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Green Corrector all over my redness, which I have a ton of redness. So I've been doing this. I use this and my Peach corrector The peach I tend to do under my eyes because of the dark circles, and the green I do with my redness, but I haven't been able to find my peach one, which is like ridiculous, but I've just been doing this. It doesn't matter. Sometimes I'll do both, just because I found this one in my kit. Like, everything gets lost in my kit, if you guys couldn't tell. As I was saying, we are from South Florida, and we moved to Austin 2 years ago in 2018, and now with the pandemic and everything, you guys know I wasn't working, but my boyfriend actually got a new job and he works remote, so we decided that it's kind of like not pointless to be here, but like it's kind of like we were here for his job, and now that it's all remote, it's like, you know what I mean? So we decided that we would move back to South Florida and figure out where we're gonna go from there. So I'm gonna mix two foundations, which I tend to do always. Today I'm gonna mix the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Wear. Actually, I'm just gonna do this one today. I don't need to mix it. I don't need like a super full coverage one, because this is pretty full coverage on its own. So we decided to move back, and then we're just gonna see what we do from there. We do want to eventually like buy a house. We just don't know like where or whatever the case is. So we're just gonna rent for a year, like one more year, and when we're ready to buy, we're going to decide if we want to just buy in South Florida or if we want to buy, we're thinking of Orlando or maybe Atlanta too, because the houses there are so cheap. And we're just gonna wait for a year to see if we really want to stay in South Florida to live and like purchase a home, because purchasing a home is a big commitment. And if you guys don't know, me and my boyfriend have moved around like crazy. Dating back to like our college days, we went to 4 different colleges, I want to say, and it was 2 different cities, 3 different cities in those 4 colleges. So we moved around a lot, and then we moved to Austin, and then now we're moving back to Florida, and then from there we'll see where we want to purchase. We definitely want to buy a house because it's just better. Renting is a lot, but we just don't know where, so we decided to push it back a year because we did want to do it this year, but since we don't know exactly where we want to live, we're just gonna wait to figure it out. Let's see if South Florida is the move for the year. If not, we're gonna probably move away again. And it's not because South Florida is like bad or anything, like obviously we grew up there, but if you guys aren't from South Florida, like South Florida is so expensive for homes, and for like everything in general is expensive there. Like it's just ridiculous, especially coming from Texas. Texas is known to be so affordable, especially like the real estate here is so affordable. Dallas, Houston, they're all so affordable. And even Austin, I know Austin is like a pricier city if you're from Texas, but coming from South Florida, it is not pricey at all. You can get such a nice house, a big nice house for so cheap. And in South Florida, you just can't. You have to spend so much money to buy a decent house, and even a decent house, you have to like fix it up to make it your own, because all the houses are really not cute over there. They're just old, and they don't really have too many new constructions, but we'd have to drop so much money to stay in South Florida for a house that we're gonna have to like fix up anyways. So we're just taking that into account, like if it's worth staying. Like obviously our whole families live there, so that kind of makes it worth it, but we just want to make sure it's the right move for us. So we're like, okay, we're gonna rent for 1 year and figure out from there where we're gonna purchase, because in Orlando and in Atlanta, you can get a pretty nice house for way cheaper than you could in South Florida. So we are waiting on that. And all the products I use will be down below, because I'm not remembering to say everything, but everything will be listed. So that's what I'm going to South Florida next week for, just to look for apartments, because although we know the area, we're from there, so we know. We have never rented on our own. We've always lived at home, and we just don't know which apartments are really nice over there, or like what area we specifically want to be in. Like in South Florida, it's huge, so it ranges anywhere from like Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Boca, so we just don't know where exactly we want to be. So that's what I'm going for. I'm going by myself, and I'm just gonna look and try to find the best apartment for us. And we have to sign something because we move in a month, so our lease is up here October 18th, I think, or 19th, and we have to obviously move before then because we already put our notice in for this place. So it's official that we're leaving because we put our notice in for here, so it's not like we're like waiting. So we need to find something. So that's what I'm gonna go figure out, see what area I like, and obviously what apartment complex. And we did want to live in like Miami, like downtown Miami, to fulfill our downtown dreams. But the thing is, and we still might, I'm not gonna cross it out obviously, but the thing is that since we have my dog, our baby girl, it's so difficult. She's a big dog, she's 50 pounds, so she's not tiny, she's not like a 15-pound dog where we can just take anywhere. A lot of places have breed restrictions, and also with like downtown living, it's also really difficult with the dog in general, just because a lot of places are not pet friendly, especially in South Florida. It's not pet friendly. Here it was so easy to find a place that had like a dog park and stuff, but over there it's like no one's pet friendly. So we just didn't want to live in like a downtown apartment and have to go up and down an elevator like 10 floors every day, 3 times a day, you know. And it's not fair for her either because she needs to exercise and run and walk, and we just need a space where she'd be able to do that. Just gotta find the perfect place. Just been hard to do it online. Like we really tried, but it's so much harder. And anyone will tell you, like when we were trying to find even this apartment, because we moved twice in Austin, so in our 2 years we lived in 2 different apartments, and even trying to find our second one, living here for a year, knowing the areas and all that, it was still so difficult to find a second apartment because it's just so many variations, and price and location and everything has to be perfect, so it's a lot more difficult than you would think it is. But I'll have to find something. So that's a little bit of a life update, that I am moving back to South Florida. So I'm gonna have to take some time in October just to, I have to sell furniture too because we're actually downsizing as well. Since we do want to buy a house, we're like, okay, we're not going to do a 2-2, especially because our family lives in Miami or South Florida. So we got a 2-2 here in Austin because we were having so many people come and visit us. So we're like, okay, perfect. We need a 2-2. We need a guest room because it was tough with a 1-bedroom. And now that we're moving back, it's like we don't need the extra room because all of our friends and family live in South Florida, so it's kind of pointless to do an extra room. I mean, it wouldn't be pointless, but it is pricey. Like I said, the difference in rent costs between Austin and South Florida is crazy. We were able to get a beautiful 1-1 in Austin for $1,100, and a 1-1 in South Florida is minimum $1,500, like period, nothing. And that's what we pay for a 2-2 now, which is crazy. It just, so it's crazy expensive over there. So especially since we're trying to save money for our house, buying a 2 or renting a 2-2 is just too much. It would be like maybe $2,000, and that's money that we can put towards saving. So we figured we would downsize and just do a 1-1, especially since people aren't going to be visiting us that much since they all live over there. Let me dust this off. And I'm thinking we have like 3 more months until we move, and I freak out when I remember that October's a month away and we're gonna need to be out of here so soon. And also, like, we didn't know if we were gonna be moving back to South Florida or anywhere else. I think we knew that we didn't want to stay in Austin, not because there's anything wrong with it. Austin is awesome and we would definitely stay, but we're just so far from family and friends. Like, we literally have no one that we know in Texas, like at all. Especially like with the pandemic, I was just like, you know what, it puts things into perspective as to how easy it is to like, I don't know, like, it just put things into perspective as to what we wanted to do, because we were just home and we were like all by ourselves and we were like, oh my gosh. The thing about blush is that it wears off in like 5 minutes, so I'm not worried about looking at it right now. I tried to contour my nose twice and it was just, it's not, you're not able to do that with my nose, unfortunately. And also what I've been doing differently is I haven't been doing anything to my lower lash line. I used to do it. Obviously, you can watch my old videos. I always used to add eyeshadow and mascara to it, but now I just, ever since my AVG transformation video, I realized how my eye shape is just complemented better with like a bare under eye. So I have been leaving it like this unless it's a super glam occasion and I want to be full glam, then I'll add it. And I'm gonna grab my all-nighter setting spray, of course, to set. Another update is I'm still not engaged, so it sucks, but it's okay. I talked about this in January and I was like, it's gonna happen this year, and now it's like the end of the year and I'm like frustrated, but it's okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, so that is the makeup. Let me go do my hair. Just gonna look a freaking mess. I'm telling you guys, my hair has looked so bad lately. It's not even that it's cut weird or anything, it's just really long and just kind of flat. Like, I went to Ulta to get my hair cut, which I know it's like #1 mistake. Going to Ulta to get your hair cut is just, it should have, you know, let me know what I was about to get into. So I'm gonna go do my hair and try to make it look as good as I can. So I'll be back. Okay guys, so that was it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and again, thank you to Ana Luisa for sponsoring today's video. All the details will be listed down below. I will catch you guys in my next video.